Good evening.
We won. We got to play it.
It's completely ruined my spiel. Well, welcome to the Turn Giants, everyone. Where each night's a surprise. At least after such a boring match, Dash is here to brighten our moods. How you doing?
I'm doing great right now. This is literally just, we got a win. We beat Torino. We got 3 points, and I'm just yelling ooh-wee right now.
Ooh-wee. Yeah. Of course, everyone, if you're new to the show, please like and do subscribe. It helps us a lot. And yeah, let's get after it. We say there's not going to be too much. Let's see how we do.
I know we always say it's not going to be too much. Then an hour and 25 minutes later.
Yeah. And of course, in the chat, get your questions in as well. 2K champion already here saying hi. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, hey there.
Yeah. So let's I'll hit a couple of the easy news articles just to kind of get them out of the way.
Yeah, do it.
And then we'll dive into your tactical analysis. So I think we knew this Pogba's training. Cool. Move on. Chiesa still training. May be called up for Empoli. So more good news there. Paredes may not be meeting his options to get that loan permanent. I mean, I don't know what they were, but they definitely are harder than what we've seen him doing lately. I think we can agree on that.
Yeah. No, for sure.
And it is known now, apparently, Allegri is not a huge fan of Sule, particularly in this moment in time, because he wants certainty and he does not appreciate Sule's lack of experience. And perhaps he says defending, and then he says Quadrado. So I don't know really what his priorities are.
That's an oxymoron if I see one right there.
Yeah. And then last one here, and I'll save a few for later as well. In the event Juventus are able to sell McKennie and keep Zakaria Arthur on loan, the club could look to bring in Fratesi or Lafy. I didn't know Lafy was that ever a name?
I don't think he ever was, but I mean, I know Fratesi was a name, and I'm okay with it because I mean,
where does Lafy? I should have looked. I recognize the name, but I can't pinpoint him.
And nothing like good old transfermarket.com.
Yeah, because I saw that. I'm like, Lafy, where do I recognize that name? But it's not one that I would think of right off the top of my head as anybody to put on the team at this moment. I don't know. What does the chat think? Does anybody have any opinions on Lafy? Fratesi, we know, and I don't mind, but I don't think he's.
But Bones got an opinion on my haircut.
Yeah, you got a new cut?
I did get a new cut.
Oh, nice. I'm getting one on Thursday, I think it is.
Speaking of haircuts, I'm gonna throw it out in the chat. Does anybody do you guys have a specific person that touches your hair? Because I don't let anybody else besides my guy.
Your guy, eh? I just recently found a guy. I was going to a guy. He was super cheap, really cheap. But there was a reason for that. Then I found this hipster dude that has the really nice leather boots and the really nice leather apron. And you can tell he's just a hipster. In fact, everything in Main Street in this town is hipster. It's funny because as soon as the sun goes down, it's all meth heads. But daytime, hipster AF. So I found this. Yeah, he's probably about my age too. He's an interesting dude. But yeah, I mean, you pay a bit more, you get a nice cut. Does my beard? It's one of those kind of guys. But he's only one guy, and it takes 6 weeks. So you basically, depending on what I do it every 3 months. So I just get a cut, wait 6 weeks, remember to kind of book an appointment, wait another 6 weeks.
He's one of those guys you fly out. That's what it sounds like. It's like Pogba's barber. Pogba flies his barber out.
Yeah, he's got his own personalized apron for sure.
Yeah,
stitched leather.
If 2K says I just go to a barber shop, that's all. Ooh. All right, listen here, young one. There is in the haircutting arts, you can actually talk to real barbers. Nothing drives a barber more insane than a person that hops from barber to barber. because
Oh,
like
it's all about brand loyalty. Yeah.
yeah, it's loyalty, and also the thing too is like the more you go to the same barber, the more he's able to customize your hair per
Yeah.
se, because like every barber does like a different kind of texture, a different kind of fade, and it's
Hmm.
like no consistency the more you barber hop per
And
se. So yeah,
and
there's the thing, man.
it's interesting though too because I've moved around a lot, and I did finally find one when I was living out west. I found one that I went to for a couple years straight, and I really liked them. But it's sometimes so hard because you're just. I mean, the last place I was at for like a year, maybe. So you try 2, 3 places. I mean, what do you find in a year? So it kind of sucks. So
Mhm.
that's why now, like that, I found I don't know how long I stay in a particular location. I guess like my job kind of just gets me around. But that being said, I found a guy that I like, and I'm sticking to that dude like religious. Unless he gives me a reason not to, I'm locked in because it's what I got now, man.
No, I get you. I get you. That's fair. That's
And
fair.
Sam Adamo, by the way, he was actually our very first co-host for Dash. Took the reins full force here, but he does a little credit on the side. We should get him back on. He does the cultural podcast as well. You can hear him. He's tries to do the comedian. I say try. I mean, he is doing the comedian thing. He's just starting out this year. So yeah, check that out as well. The cultural podcast. Simon Damo also on the Turn Giants podcast. He is very stereotypical WAP is the best way of putting it.
He's almost like the Italian Ryan Reynolds. It just comes in here and he's like, forget about it, man. I don't give a bleep.
Yeah. But anyways, Dash, I mean, we've deflected enough already.
I
Give
know.
us the tactical.
I'll give you the tactical. So I'm
Oscar.
gonna
Oscar
work.
coming in. Sorry.
Oh,
There
I
you
haven't
go.
seen him. Oh man, I haven't seen him for a couple of days.
In a couple days. He
You
gets in
know,
when he can. He's a busy
yeah,
guy. Leave him alone.
yeah, it's definitely gets him while I can. So that's what she said.
And I-
Yeah,
All right.
let's
Get
go.
get to
All
it.
right, I'm getting to it. I'm getting. You giving me way too many windows here. But anyways, moving on. All right, so full-time result 1-0 Juventus, goal by Suzana Vlahovic. So the one thing that's a little bit concerning is the injury to Bremer. It looks like it was a hamstring injury. It looked like he tweaked his hammy. He had an ice pack tied to it. So again, it's day to day right now. There hasn't been a confirmed report of how long he's missing. So other than that, we'll move on to the player ratings. So Chesney 7.7 because he did absolutely squat because like I said in the pregame show, Torino can't attack to save their lives. I think this was a little bit harsh on Bremer, the 6.7, but
Yeah.
yeah. And then Danilo with it's an assist, but it's such a stupid assist because like I think it was like part of me is like sitting there thinking, I'm like, is it a shot? Like, huh? And then Sandro playing a decent game as well. Kostic getting a decent game. Rabiot, Locatelli. I think everybody just hates McKennie at this point because
Apparently, yeah.
he apparently it's McKennie and Keane, like two of the
It's that
lowest.
slot. It's that right
Like,
slot.
yeah, those guys just absolutely got demolished. Quadrado, decent game as well. Susano with the goal and the go-ahead goal in the winner. So looking at
Oh,
this,
hold on. Oh, look at that. He's from Denmark.
I did not
We
know
got a
that.
Dane.
That's interesting.
Right on. Okay, so we got a resident Dane. Yeah, it is pretty damn late for you. Well,
I
thanks for showing
gotcha.
up.
And then so we got Bumnucci with the 6.6 and then Milik with a 5.9. Milik didn't have that much of a hot game, to be honest with you. I mean, offered more than Keane, I would say, but I got a video clip of Keane that you guys will laugh at. But going down to the old statistics down yonder, I gotta scroll. No, that's the news. Just kidding. Because both teams didn't play well at all, so there's barely any statistics. But
Yeah, and I called it too, right? Like, there's gonna be nothing to talk about because it's gonna be so boring.
yeah, it was an absolute cluster show. So this right here, to all the Ivan Juric supporters, here's the stats why I think Ivan Juric should never be a Juventus coach. So expected goals, the X goal multiplier 0.61 to our 2.27. So we actually underperformed badly. Total shots 15 to our total shots 14. Big chances, we got 3. Keen missed 2 of those big chances. Accurate passes, so Torino had possession at 400, but clearly had no idea what the hell to do with it. Us with 336. And again, like I said, we're just going to sit back and play on the counter. Pretty much that's kind of what happened that whole game. We had less fouls to theirs, no offsides, and then 6 corners to their 3. So I believe overall this is the map of all the shots. So look at all
So
tons of shots. Go
I
ahead.
just have a side note.
Yeah,
0 offsides. Remember the Murata days?
I know. But you got to
Like,
remember,
like 6?
both teams were playing not to lose. So how are you
No,
going to
I
get it off?
know. But remember how frustrated we were about all the offsides? We don't have to worry about that anymore, guys. We just won't
know.
attack the space.
Dude. Yeah, for real. So looking at so these shots here, guys, you can see that if they're not like a darker brown, that means they were off target. So this one, absolutely, Marinchuk skied it, Vlasic skied it, Radonjic skied it, skied it again. This was blocked. That was a skied. That was a miss. Another miss. Another miss. Oh no, this was on target. Saved by Shez. That was a miss. That was a block. That was a shot on target. So I think that was their second one. A block. A miss. And then also you can follow me. This is where the ball ended up to on this side. So
Lukic did
absolutely.
score on us a couple years back. Though.
Yeah. Absolutely atrocious. It was absolutely atrocious by Torino. So and then us, Rabiot trying to go for goal right there, hits it. Quadrado misses as per usual. Dusan got blocked. Danilo wide left. McKennie got blocked. Locatelli, another great shot saved by the
Yeah,
keep.
that's true. I mean, he is getting some shots off.
Yeah. Vlahovic with another shot saved by the keeper on target. McKennie with a header on target. Keane, I have the video of that, guys.
Oh man, that was funny.
And
The
then
bus.
Vlahovic, this one was like a weird shot. He shot it like completely out. But
Oh, yeah.
overall, I mean, our shots are good. Still, the big issue with the team is converting a lot of those shots on target, which we haven't
Just
done.
getting them onto target, right? Only
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And that's kind of a little bit worrisome in a way. But overall, very, very kind of slow game. I mean, if we look at so if we look at the 3 stars for any of you hockey fans,
yeah.
so we got their goalkeeper was their best player, clearly from the saves that we saw, and that is not the Savage that we want. And then we got their
It's
center
the Savage
midfielder.
we can afford.
It is. And then we got Linetti as their center midfielder, and then Rodriguez, their best player.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
anonymous, really.
yeah.
And see, and they marked Adonovich or Dražnić. I don't know that. You know what I'm saying, though, right? They marked him low. And I saw him get marked lower and lower throughout the match. Sorry, and I was surprised because he was one of the only guys putting hustle in. And sure, he wasn't the greatest, I guess, technically, but I mean, he was moving, he was making things happen, and I guess just because his touch isn't great, they didn't give him a good score. And then they put Rodriguez on. Sometimes I don't know. Maybe I watched different match.
Yeah, I forget Rodriguez even played. To be honest with you, that was
completely
the one that
anonymous.
surprised me. And then Rabiot again doing decently well.
And Danilo, I was going to say he was my man of the match.
I thought so too.
Because again, how active he was in the play, getting forward into the play, getting back into the play. He was a two-way player today.
Yeah, for sure. I thought he was a lot more active than Dusan, but he scored the goal, so it is what it is. So if we look on the right, so table wise, we're 10 points off. We got a hell of a hike to do.
With Inter there still.
But hey, we're 2 points behind Inter, which we will be playing them shortly. Udinese is already, we can tell that Undi is already starting to taper off a little bit.
There's no way. There's always a team. Remember a couple years ago was Calgary?
Yep.
Where are they now?
Serie B.
Yeah.
So yeah, right now it looks like we're catching. We're starting to straggle up there. So looking at some of the results from week 10. Ugh. So Empoli with beating Monza, us beating Torino, Atalanta 2-1 over Sassuolo, Inter 2-0 over Salernitana, Udinese Lazio 0-0, Spezia Cremonese 2-2. This game apparently was very controversial, Napoli and Bologna. A lot of people were saying Bologna got robbed. A lot of people were saying that Napoli could have scored 12 goals but couldn't finish. Recently finished Hellas Verona, Milan. Milan winning that one 2-1, and then we got
These
Samp and
Monday games, they're the worst. Who does
yeah,
that?
Monday at lunchtime.
Oh, come on, guys.
Like that's insane. And then we got so we got Roma playing without Dybala because Dybala is probably out until the new year. And then we got Fiorentina.
Surprise, surprise.
I know Fiorentina and Lecce.
And
Well,
that's typical, right? Like everyone was kind of doubting the whole Dybala thing because he scored a few goals there. He did well. He scored against us, or no, he whatever.
yeah,
He did
no,
that
he got the
volley.
assist. Yeah, the
Yeah, he did
assist.
that ridiculous volley. Um, but remember, we're not paying this guy. He wanted,
108.5 million a
yeah, he
season with
wanted
us.
way too much. He wanted
At,
way too much, whatever it
uh,
was.
yeah, and
So
at
we're saving
Roma,
that.
at Roma he's like half of that. Like, and he's like 4.5 million
Which is
plus bonuses.
ridiculous. But he's injured, so that again, you're paying for how many matches a season.
Exactly. I mean, I think, kudos to him. He started going on the right track at Roma, but he got injured, and then
But now we just
yeah,
have Di Maria doing the same thing to the other Argentine.
I
So
know that's just really ironic.
yeah, and he's what 7.5, something like that, 7ish. So I
Yeah.
digress. Whatever. I mean, I'm talking about him already. I might as well. I might as well
And
talk about this. Um,
I should
if
call her.
we call who?
No, that's the joke. You're like, I'm talking about him even though I shouldn't be, and it's like I should call him.
Oh man, sorry. Distracted obviously because I'm trying to obviously digest this a bit. I don't like this news at all about Di Maria, but there has been a rumor that if we don't make it through in the UCL, Di Maria may leave after the World Cup.
If you cash in on him, that's actually not bad.
I don't think you cash in though. Do you think that's a transfer? Like they want to transfer him in January
I mean, where would he go?
back to Argentina? That's where he said he's
Oh,
going. So he's gonna play what's his childhood team there?
Rosario, I think.
I can't remember, but in Argentina, anyways. Yeah, that's really so. This is concerning because I'm going to say some other news here as well that might be a little telling. But obviously, he's not feeling what's going on with the team right now. Bonucci is also rumored to have asked for a transfer in January. So,
Bonucci?
yes, that's a little more shocking. I don't know. That's a bit of a bombshell. The Bonucci one, the Di Maria, you can kind of see that. I don't know.
Um,
Chat. What do you guys think about that little bit of news?
wow.
So TK doesn't care if he leaves. Yeah,
Wow.
that's true. We do need a creative player of sorts.
I still think because I know a good chunk of us agreed. I think I wouldn't be surprised if Pulisic starts coming in, and then I believe there was news about McKennie being and then McKennie being shipped out for a
Arsenal are
more
still interested.
and McKennie
Yes.
sold. Adios, deuces. Take there's Chipotle in England. There's Chipotle in North London. Just go there.
And just because I mean a lot of Americans are on the American train, I have to get on a bit of a Canadian train as well today. Jonathan David. I don't know if it still stands. It might be tied now because Neymar just scored. But Jonathan David was leading League in goals. The Canadian kid.
I still can't believe he's there.
Oh, now Oscar does not care about Bonucci. He isn't the same without King Kong. I completely agree. He is a shell of a defender. I didn't want to completely attack his manhood, just his defensehood. So
All right, someone chose violence.
yeah, and you know who else is gone or isn't potentially on these rumors the past couple of days. Locatelli is now rumored more so than he was before, at least, to be gone in January as well. So a
Yeah.
lot of midfielders kind of linking up in the transfer rumors again because Zachary might be coming back.
Mhm.
And while Arthur's just injured, I mean he's probably going to be coming back at the end of the season too. This gets interesting, right? But now there's the push that we're going to go for SMS, but he's 120 million. It's turning into a bit of a love triangle in the midfield.
So the thing is like McKennie being sold makes sense because Zach is essentially a better version of McKennie.
I
Because
think
he's
so.
got the height, the strength, and he can actually play with the ball, unlike McKennie. McKennie can't. Um,
I
so
didn't see
I
enough of him though, which is sort of the problem.
so I watched a bit of him when he was in Germany, and it makes sense. Like Zach is like a more better version of McKennie. So if Zach does come back, then I do understand McKennie being shipped out. I still don't understand the Locatelli. Unless they're really, really trying to reach for SMS. Because, like, for example, if you sell Locatelli, you can get about 35, 40 from them, then a 40 from a McKennie sale, and then Zach is coming back. So that means you have 80 million in liquid assets to use.
The
And
board
then,
is sitting soon, November, I believe.
yeah, so it depends on how much assets that they have. Because to be honest, like they flipped the script on us when they bought Dusan and Big Zach
So
during
January, this
January.
might be a new strategy if we see them going hard again on like SMS, for instance, this January.
It makes sense because the thing is like I think that's what the club's going to do. I think they're probably going to sign big in January because no one's really looking for game-changing pieces in January versus in June. Cuz think about it. The January transfer window is not to build your team. It is for competitors to add a final piece to the squad so they can go on a run at the
Or
end of
it's
the
an
year.
oh shit, we didn't get the pieces. We need to plug a hole.
Yeah, it's pretty much it. Like, oh, hey, we're missing something. We need to just pull in a cheap option. Because, like, back then, what would we do? We'd bring in like a Thomas Rincon or a Carreras or some random depth player. I don't want to say scrub, but just some random player to fill in a piece or fill in a hole if we have an injury or something like that. It's only been recent that, I mean, last window where we actually got a foundational player in Suzan. I love just saying Suzan. I'm just waiting for people on the replay to be like, "What the hell's wrong with that dash guy? It's Dusan, not Susan."
Well, to be fair, you don't say anybody's name right, so it kind of
Yeah,
just rolls.
I know it's kind of it's the inside joke at TG, but yeah, it's really interesting when you think about it because like I've never seen that many players be sent out, and I get with Oscar being disappointed about Locatelli because Locatelli actually balls it, like tries to ball out when he's on the
He does
pitch.
try.
So like the dude's putting in an effort, but the question is right now, I think having him right now in a squad that's trying to find themselves is more beneficial than having a McKennie or a Keane of anything. Because like the thing is like even this a full start at a crap fest that we've had the last week, and Keane still wasn't able to make anything happen. I think Keane's days as a professional are
Well,
numbered.
you have that. You said you have that, right? Do
I
you?
do. So guys, I do have a clip, and I would like to show you the one, the only Moise Keane.
And then Kostic just
With
loses.
Kostic losing his crap. So again,
Oh,
look at
man.
that. I wish I could pause it, but it's on the stream deck. But the thing is like, so my gripe with Keane is like, you watch this clip again, Keane has at least a step and a half to take the touch and look for a better option.
I wish
He doesn't.
KB was here right now because he would just be yelling bus.
Yeah. So like the thing is like with Keane, it's just I can't like I
It's hard to watch. It's
it's it's
it's
very
not getting any better.
yeah, it's just like the thing is like every time I see Keane play, it's
Oh,
just straight up.
hell no.
It's it. I mean, that's the thing. I'm speechless. I can't even form words in my mouth right now because that's just again, dude. Like, dude. So Moise Keane is just at that point where it's just like I don't think he's I don't think he's a professional. Cause like the thing is you could say that, yeah, it's minutes, but like, dude, that's fundamentals, man. Cause like he
That gets
wasn't
bad
even
to like
and like
hard to make excuses for. Sorry.
yeah. And Bones, I don't even think that was a touch. I think that was him taking a shot. Like he didn't know where the net was.
But no, he's true. There was a few instances throughout by multiple players where like it was just the bus lane yesterday.
Yeah, I get that, but like I'll play it again, but he had space and time.
No, for sure. I don't think he's making an excuse or other than just saying everyone was making touches like that.
Like even he won't even make it for. Come on, I mean Copenhagen. Like
Is that your home one or is that your the one that you love to hate?
yeah, I don't because Copenhagen is it Denmark?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
capital of Denmark. Americans in geography again.
Well, I'm used to it because I thought it was in Norway. To be honest with you, because I remember someone I thought it was in Scandinavia.
Yeah, Denmark is a. It's still on the mainland. It's funny.
Yeah, I
It's
was gonna
on the
say it's on the
mainland of Europe.
mainland. Yeah, it's like
It's
on the
at the
mainland.
tip. Just the tip.
That's what she said. But keen. Oh, okay. Oscar says he lives in Copenhagen. I
Okay,
gotcha.
but is that the team you support, FC Copenhagen?
So
Are you a Lars Ulrich fan?
I don't know what that is.
The drummer from Metallica, the guy that killed Napster. He's from Denmark originally.
I don't know Metallica.
God,
I'm not that old.
God. We're serious?
Dave, I'm a European immigrant. I moved over. There's only so much
You're
American that
universal. Oh man, get on some Metallica. And he's
I
laughing
mean,
at you for
I
being a
listen.
Yank.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I know AC/DC. I just don't know that much Metallica. I wasn't really into the heavy metal.
ACDC's older.
Yeah, but like it's classic rock, and Marvel uses almost every single track in their Disney movies or their
Well,
superhero movies.
Marvel is trash. Of course
Well,
they do.
okay, but like Robert Downey Jr. flying in on Shoot to Kill was literally every single movie. And
Robert Downey Jr. and Ryan Reynolds is the only reason why anybody should watch any of those movies.
yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with you there. I watched Thor: Love and Thunder, and I was just like, bleh.
When I was at my parents' place, my brother will watch whatever. He was over too, and the original Iron Man was on with Robert Downey Jr. And my dad was like, "What's the point of this movie?" And I'm like, "Don't try to understand it. Nothing makes sense. Just appreciate it for Robert Downey Jr. is a good actor. Just watch it for him."
Watch the explosions. Watch the explosions of the one-liners. That's
And
all
my
you need to
dad's
watch. Nothing else.
yeah, and my dad's like, "Okay." He just like fell asleep watching it. But of course, man, we haven't really gone down one of these rants in a while. The trash.
No?
I love to trash Marvel. I know there's a lot of people that love it. It's one of those things I love to hate.
It's like, oh man, why is our dislikes going up? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, dislike it if you want. I just don't like Marvel. What do you want me to say? Not a fan.
It's just it's like, geez, Dave, who hurt you?
The bad acting hurt me.
Oh,
The lack of storyline hurt me. The overuse of lens flare on panoramic shots broke me.
I gotcha. That's fair. And then Oscar says, nope, just support Juve first and then follow Copenhagen because my friend has season tickets. I gotcha.
That's fair. Yeah.
Hey, I mean, did you go to the Man City game because you guys held them out? Because they actually played decent against Man City.
That's true. Very true. Very true. Do you have more breakdown?
I just have the clip of the game winning.
Okay, so this is going to be a short one. It's fine. It's Sunday, guys. We don't have to go on forever.
That is probably one of the best striker goals I've seen in a while.
It looked simple, but I mean, it's positioning. It's mostly positioning and being there, getting the touch.
Yeah, Dusan did a really good job with the positioning on that one. I props to him because the thing is like I said, I don't think Danilo's thing was an assist. I think Danilo was actually trying to head for goal. and it just happened to fall in front of him. And I always give props to strikers like that, man, because like let me see if I can get a camera angle of it. So I have some clips over here, but the thing is like I think I can get something real quick. Hold on. All right, boom. Give me like another 5 seconds.
Another 5 seconds. The
Sorry.
silence is killing me. This is like a very quiet. This is totally a Sunday evening stream.
I
It's like
know.
very like laid back and chill.
I mean, it's how we roll.
I feel like I need to be in my smoking robe with my pipe.
Do I need to like go out and rage and like complain about random stuff? All right, so this is the assist or the goal. So pull out this. So again, look at Dusan, Deucey boy over here. He's already understanding that he's already anticipating that the ball is gonna either go to this area here by a miss or at least going in at the corner. So he's already made that run while Danilo's heading it. So and then gotta stop sharing screen so I can take another snippet of it without Syria flaming me for it.
The man's out to get us.
Dude, seriously, I was really mad that they got us for those 7 seconds. I was like, out
Sometimes that's all it takes.
of anything there, I'm like, really? And then the
You missed the joke
processing.
that time.
Yeah, I did. I did. Hey, sometimes it's a compliment.
No,
Like,
it's never a compliment.
not with that attitude. All right, so this is after the ball skims Danilo's head. Look where it lands, right in front of his foot.
Yeah, perfect.
So it's a good read by Dusan. So there's not really nothing you can complain on it. Perfect number 9 goal. Also, that clip there, guys, is on our shorts page.
Yeah. Check out the short reels that was done by Juventus HQ. So thank you as always. 2K Champion is asking why don't we play Gatti?
That is
I
a
don't
good
have an
question.
actual answer.
There hasn't been any news on why Gotti hasn't getting playing time. I guess he's just not winning. He's not winning the battles in training. Because you got to remember, guys, like all the players are like metaphorically fighting each other in training because it's to get a position to start playing. So I guess just Gotti hasn't won it.
So Rogani started in Israel probably because of his experience compared to Gatti. And I'm gonna say that he played who he did to try to rotate the squad, thinking that Maccabi would be a shoo-in. He
Yeah.
probably thought the same as all of us in that regard. That was not the case. So Rogani had a bad showing, clearly. Bremer might be out. Gatti, now's your chance.
It's his chance to shine. And then there's another clip that I kind of want to also hold Ducey a little bit accountable for this one. Because, again, you got away with it this game. Next time, won't be so lucky. So, going back to our buddy Ducey, I got to make this bigger. All right, moving on over here. So, this next thing that I want to cover. So, this is the one-on-one chance with Ducey. So, these guys completely in shambles here. Shambolic. He kicks this ball straight at him. He has time.
Oh, yes.
He has time to go around, take a touch, do some kind of movement, shift foot to his right foot, because this guy already knows left foot at me. This is one of those things where I'm holding Dusan a little bit accountable because he's a 70 million striker, but also he's young, so there is some leeway there, lack of experience. One of those things, man. He's got to finish those shots. So like I'll do a snippet of the finish and we'll go from there.
We're poor finishers.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Full of one-liners tonight, guys, if nothing else.
So here's the thing. So I just need to do this real quick so I can draw my lines on it. Turin Giants exclusive, guys.
I mean, I'm going to take the silence to just say subscribe and like. Dash is coming in with more hot imagery.
So this is the result of the shot. He tries to go across goal, but kicks it into traffic. So if it doesn't touch this guy, it touches his hand. So again, he's forcing the shot where in reality he can just relax, force the guy over, and then switch nets. Because the thing is you never want to, when you're playing as a striker, if you're not using your right foot, because he uses his left, he kind of chips it, he kicks it in, he kind of tries to chip the ball over. Problem is his ball isn't going to have terminal velocity in there. You're not going to be at your maximum velocity when you shoot the ball. The only time that you want to kick in this kind of position is if you trust your right foot and you can hit a direct shot off your right. Because the thing is this gives the goalie a shot of reacting, because he's trying to lift it or loft it in his left foot. He's not taking a full on direct shot because, again, the body positioning and the way that his body's centered, he won't be able to get a full strike off of it. So the thing is the only time when I'm playing up top that I want to take this shot is when I'm able to take a prep touch with my right foot and then follow through with my right leg. In this situation, if I was Dusan, because the goalie's already got his feet set, so Dusan, all he has to do is just move this way, and then he can chip it. So there's a couple of things, hindsight 2020. There's hindsight 2020, so again, I'm not going to bury the poor guy. But the thing is the thing that I want to touch on is this. He needs to be able to recognize patterns like this and opportunities like this, because he has been missing a lot of them throughout the season. And the difference between him and Holland right now, I guarantee you Holland and Mbappe would have dribbled to the left and tried to take a shot at a better angle. Because the thing is right there, I get it. It's Grinta. He's showing that he cares and he's trying, but you cannot force a shot like that. Because the thing is if that gets saved and then they run on the opposite direction and counter and score, that's ball game.
There's a lot of pressure to kind of perform and get these in as well, especially for Dusan. So I think now that he has a goal, and if he can get a couple more, hopefully he loosens up a bit.
Yeah, I'm not
the picture of you again.
Yeah, it's my coaching because I was transitioning between screens. But that's the thing right there is that you can't. I'm not going hard on him. I'm not trying to absolutely demolish Dusan for it, but those are things you got to convert. You got to convert those. Because that's the difference. It's honestly the difference between us getting fourth place and not. Just because of it. Because the thing is consistent thing for the squad is we're creating chances. We're just not burying them. And, we're lucky that we played against Torino, because Torino with Ivan Juric is offensively uninspiring. I'm going to say it. He was like that with Hellas Verona. It was never different at all. It's just,
he's boring. He's boring.
It is.
Somebody likes him though.
It's a snooze fest. Even when we were with our good teams when we played them, with our Ronaldo team with Sarri and all them, it's a snooze fest.
This is true. Gets too excited. Oh, there's more innuendo on this too. Don't get it for a long time. Tend to blow off real quick. Oh, wow. Yeah. So
that is a valid argument that he gets too excited for it, but that's also right there is the immaturity of it. Because the thing is I can throw in and I can
immaturity.
Oh boy. I can slap in Milik in the same argument, where I can say Milik doesn't get that many chances, but yet he's a lot more calm, more relaxed when he takes them. I think it's just an experience thing. I'm not saying that Dusan sucks. It's not that at all. I just think that Dusan, it's more of a maturity thing where he has to sit there and kind of analyze the field instead of sitting there and forcing a shot. Again, I'm not complaining. It's just me kind of sitting here saying, hey, this is some of the things that I've noticed. Great goal. Like I said, great finishing goal for that goal that he got. It's a striker's instinct. That's what you want for a number 9. But the other thing too that I need Dusan to do, and he had this issue at Fiorentina too, is when he's put in one-on-one situations like that, his decision making is questionable. It was the same with Fiorentina as well. Because the thing is there's a big difference in taking a touch and taking a step in a direction, because that opens up a plethora of options for you versus trying to force that narrow option right there. And I get it. The thing is there's plenty of factors that we can say to it. It's age, it's pressure, it's not getting that many chances and trying to capitalize on it. I get it. All three of those are valid points. It's just, again, feedback for Dusan, which is, again, if I'm Allegri, if I'm a coach, I'm saying, hey, great goal. Kudos. Amazing read on that Danilo header. But I need to show you this clip here of yourself, and I need you to see if you can understand some things that I want you to improve on. It's one of those things where we take the good and we give a little bit of the bad as well.
I have breaking news. Why don't you have a soundbite for breaking news?
I should. I should.
It does not have to be now.
I can actually pull it right now. So.
Don't pull out too early.
Oh, I'm sorry. She bought me dinner first.
Oh God, this is going downhill. This is what happens, guys. When it's one of these boring things.
Don't say it yet. I can get
Wheels, smack on wheels now. Sorry, I lost prediction. That's okay, man. Your first prediction made up for this one. Go.
I think I got it. Hold on.
I can, yeah, we can hear it through your headphones.
I know that was really loud. I didn't expect it to be. I pulled it off. I was like, "Oh shoot!" All right, I'm downloading it. I'm putting it on right now. Give me
Do
1
you
second.
hear things? Do you have hearing?
I do. I don't know why that was really loud. To be honest with you.
The dogs have joined us as well to make sure they bump me around.
All right, cool.
So yeah. Anyways, screw your news. I'm just gonna get after it. We'll do this next.
There you go.
Juventus will push for Moise Kean's departure in January. The Italian striker now has a few games to convince the management otherwise. Another maybe January. So there you go.
We called it. I mean, we technically called it.
And that's from Cultural Mercato. So it's tabloids. Yeah, so I mean that's the latest. I'm surprised there's still news coming in. That's after 11 o'clock. But yeah, usually 11 o'clock's about when things shut down. 11 o'clock midnight.
Yeah,
That would be
it
the
would
news.
be it.
Yeah. I mean, we'll get to you this week anyways. So speaking of which, this is gonna be finally a later week. We might get a bit because we went for 2 weeks straight there. And then we took Thursday off. I was gonna stream Thursday, but things happened. I got tossed around, didn't have the time, nor the energy. Oh, Oscar. He's excited about the Keen thing.
And now back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Oh man, 70s and 80s. I guess even in the 90s they had that trashy music too.
Yeah.
So bad.
That's how fast I work right there. I got 2 sound bites in less than 10 seconds.
Nice. Twice in less than 10 seconds. She must really be loving it.
I know.
It's a light week.
Like Kevin Hart. It's like, I could do 30 different positions in those 30 seconds. And he pulls out the stool. It's probably one of the best Kevin Hart bits I've seen on comedy right there, where he grabs the stool and just starts humping the crap out of it. I'm like sitting there, I'm like, hey, yo.
Kevin Hart. Yeah, he's a funny one. So, as I was so distracted, I love it. So, late week. So, for sure, I'm going to get in one of these nights. Well, Thursday, obviously, is going to be the pregame because we're talking about a Friday. It's not at noon again, is it?
No, it's at 2:45.
Right. Okay, yeah, Friday, 2:45 Eastern time. So I'll be coming in hot. So, yeah, we're talking about Thursday, Friday, Saturday for the pre, during, post.
Yep.
So we have Monday to Wednesday to play some FIFA.
We do.
We do. Okay. So on one of those days, if not multiple, stay tuned for some FIFA because we got to continue the season. We've only played like a match or two. So do that, like and subscribe, of course, so you actually know what the heck's going on around here. Because I mean, there's quite a bit, right? We have the shorts that come in. We have obviously these lives. We have the FIFA. We have all kinds of random things.
Yeah.
So yeah, just if you don't like one of them, it doesn't mean you're not gonna like the other stuff. I mean, you can subscribe for only partial satisfaction.
Exactly. We have everything. We have sound bites. We have esports. We have memes. We have Keen whiffing a shot. We have it all.
And I mean, we're gonna have the call-in show as well, of course.
We do have call-in shows.
We always have. We're gonna try to do that at least once a week. If there's something, and we've done it too, when there's something real bad going on. Yeah. So, anyways, there's the barcode that will get you in. You can look in the description as well. It'll link you into the Discord. There's the Instagram. There's the Twitter. There's the podcast, the OG podcast. And when I say the OG podcast, I'm talking about the OG. Nothing existed before the Turin Giants in podcast land. Not for the English speaking Juventus fan. It was not there until Farhad came along with his crew of amigos. So if you're into podcasts, I mean, you don't have to listen to me. You can listen to Farhad. And sometimes you still have to listen to me because sometimes I'm still on the podcast. You just can't escape it sometimes. You just got to deal with it.
I got to hit the button real quick.
Uh-oh. What now?
This is for Bremer. Unfortunately, it says that there are some tests and they are concerned that he will miss 2 to 3 weeks of action.
2 to 3 weeks.
So he will miss Lecce on the 29th and PSG on November 2nd.
PSG, but that sucks. Yeah. Okay.
So we'll be back.
And back to original programming. All right, man. Do you got anything extra, or are we hitting the music?
I don't think there's really anything crazy. I mean, news-wise, I'm just double-checking my news feed, making sure anything else. We already touched on the Chiesa, the Bumnucci wanting to leave. Doesn't look like there's really anything out there. I mean, it's a slow news day. I think we predicted that yesterday. There's not going to be that much drama. I think the retreat's technically over.
It's slow, so I'm just going with the slow music. We'll have a really long outro. Nice and slow.
So he hits me with the slow jams. Okay, Dave, I see how it is.
I just want to I want you to extend this one out.
Yeah, he wants me to just milk it. Yeah, let me do a 15-minute outro. Just because I'm trying to try out for the new movie trailers theme. But pretty much it. Really slow week. Gonna be a slow weekend. We got the win, so there's no drama. But we'll see you guys next week, honestly. We'll see you throughout the FIFA fun stuff. Just keep an eye out on Twitter for Bremer, depending on the injury, as well as some cool Chiesa clips. We'll do a call-in show. We'll talk some Empoli as well, some pre and post. And then I believe we are T-minus 9 days until our collab with Monsieur Rebona.
Oh, yeah.
So we will be seeing Adrian soon. And other than that, guys, do the old housekeeping trick, like, subby scrubby, and share the video.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. It's Sunday. Why are you spending any of this time with us? Go spend time with your families, guys. Have a good night. I'll catch you this week.
I was going to say, go watch the Chiefs and Bills, any American folk, because that's
my Colts
really
fan. I've been a Colt fan for like 3 weeks.
Anyways, it's ruined me in fantasy football. I'm just gonna say that. But anyways,
all right,
we'll
guys.
See you guys.
Take care. We'll catch you later.